And welcome back to the swamp, everybody. This is the Ogre and the Ass podcast. Eric, how you doing today, man?
Pretty good, actually. Chill.
Right? It's been a great day. Anyway, something we need to talk about because if it's outdated, it needs to come back. And honestly, that is
rollerbladed shoes, right?
Hey, Brent, put that microphone closer. No one can hear you.
No, I'm so tired of hearing that. So you said something needs to come back. Rollerbladed shoes, right?
No, those. Oh, you mean those Heelys?
Yeah, the Heelys.
I see that was Provo. Fire back. They're coming back.
I saw.
Okay, grown ass men shouldn't have them.
Oh yeah, I see nurses with them too. Sliding.
Oh, stop! That's amazing.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Oh yeah, it's fast. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I mess with that one kind of heavy now. A nurse doing that, you know, you got to hit her up.
Oh,
you got to get her number. Wow. Okay. No, today, guys, we plan to talk about pickup lines. They got to come back. What happened to them? Why don't people use them anymore? They're not out of style. They work.
The age of 10.
Don't listen to the girls who say they don't. They do.
Right. They do. If you're funny, you can get them.
Like when did we stop using good classic pickup lines? Like if you were a booger, I'd pick you.
All right.
What happened to that? I think it's insane. Like you should be honored by that.
Yep.
Give them compliments about the body features. If it's like your eyes are as blue as my toilet water, that's some blue shit right there. What's wrong with you?
Or better yet, go to a cute girl at the bar and be like, "So I see your clothes came at a discount. Let's go back to the house and get them 100% off." And that's why I'm single, like a Pringle.
Nice little jingle. I like that. The single jingle. No, pickup lines. Bring them back. We need them. Why? Because they add flair. They teach you how to be creative. Now, granted, there's some ones you shouldn't say.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like comedy. If you think about it, it's like you have your Patrice O'Neills and your Dave Chappelle's who do stand-up. Then you have people who are funny on YouTube. Both are hilarious, but both can't be the same. You know? Yep. Like if you saw somebody from YouTube do stand-up, he'd probably be mediocre or somewhat funny, but most of his humor is on YouTube. So it's the same thing with pickup lines. You got to be quick on your feet. You know, if you're not, the crowd will boo you off the stage.
Oh, yeah.
But it teaches you, though, it humbles you to come back next time with better material.
That's what So just remember, when you're using pickup lines, you're basically a professional comedian. If you get booed the first time, come back again and again until you get it right.
Exactly.
Okay, got a story about a pickup line. I was at a college campus. I won't say which one. And we see the girls volleyball team. And I'm 17 at the time. And so I'm just like, you know what? That's the one time I'm going to be here. Like, I live nowhere near the area. So I'm like, I'm just going to give it a shot. Why not? I approach and I had no drip back then, like no style. But I just, I've always known how to talk to people. And there's a pickup line, which now is way overused and outdated. But back then it was still kind of hot. So what I did is I grabbed a buddy's notebook and I was like, guys, watch this. So I go over and I have a notebook and I make it look like, I'm trying to like figure something out. And I go, hey ladies, I really need your help. I'm struggling right now with the biology project. Can you guys help me out? And they were kind of like, oh, sure, why not? Like you could tell that was a little weird, but it was non-threatening. And I'm like, does anyone here know how much a polar bear weighs? And none of them knew where this was going. So they're just, some of them even start like pulling out their smartphones at the time and starting to look it up. And I'm like, yeah, all I can find is that a polar bear weighs enough to break the ice. And they all looked at me and they realized what I did and started giggling. I was like, yep. So didn't walk away with anyone's number, but yeah. I knew it wasn't coming back, so it's okay. Like that's why you shoot your shot, especially when you know you're probably never going to see that person again. Like, why not? Who cares? You're going to strike out.
Exactly.
But you know what? I got, probably 12 strikeouts right there. So, that means the 13th, probably better. My odds got better. It's a numbers game.
That's true. That's definitely a numbers game. I remember in Rexburg, actually, I started just doing those stupid pickup lines. And it actually worked on campus. Surprisingly, it worked.
If you know how to do it, don't be a weirdo.
But it was retarded, though, too, at the same time. It's not like, I said it successfully. I was dumb.
Do you think it's because they just felt bad for you? Like, oh, how sweet. This is a retard.
You see the first one, okay, I can see that. But the third and the fourth, like, okay, something's going on here. I mean, I think they like the energy you bring to it also. Even if you do bomb it, it's still nice to see that people still come up to you. It's kind of like that one chick we had on, like, during podcast 2 or 3. And the blonde chick from Utah State.
Oh yeah, that dude that went up said D. Yeah.
Yeah. She actually prefers that. I think that's females in general. They prefer to go up to him and say
go
something
up to him,
stupid.
but it doesn't mean that you necessarily do a pickup line. Come on, we got to bring him back. We might have even talked about pickup lines in that podcast, but you got to. Okay, this one I've told, like, you've heard this one before. I was like, when I thought it was hilarious, which was like, hey girl, you want to go back to my apartment and watch porn on our 52-inch mirror? Boy.
Oh yeah. That's a lot of views on that one.
What is it? How about you sit on my lap and we talk about the first thing that pops up?
That's actually pretty good. I don't think it'll work in this day and age.
You think that's going to work?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work in this day and age.
It'll get you a sexual assault charge.
Oh, yeah.
You going to prison.
But 20 years ago, that'd be fire.
All that says is that it was easier to sexually harass 20 years ago than it is today.
Hey, did they say no? I'm just saying, did they say no?
We're not getting into this. We're not going down this rabbit hole. We are not. No, pickup lines. Keep using them, guys. That's my advice to you. Understand, use your pickup lines. Out there, Young King.
Oh, we're one of those podcasts now.
That's right, Young King.
Look here, Young Kings. Gosh.
Guys, like, no, to me, so pickup lines, it's an art form. If you're going to use them, use it tactfully and come with the right energy. Like, could you imagine a nerd, like someone like really nerdy and doing that so shy? I'm not trying to be mean to nerds. I'm kind of a closeted nerd myself. But like, just like, hey, you want to go back to my apartment and watch porn on my 52-inch mirror? Like, could you would call the police right then and there. Gosh. Like, right.
You picked the most Weasley nerdy dude.
What are you talking about, man?
Circa 2005, you know? Gosh.
Dude, you know, but just imagine that. Like, you would pepper spray him right then and there if you could.
Oh, man.
Something too. Good wingmen. Good wingmen can do this too.
Wingmen, that's a fun job.
Wingman is a fun job, and they have different styles of wingmen. Yeah. I don't like the hype you up guy.
Oh, you don't?
I love
the hype you up.
I don't like it when it's like, yeah, this dude right here, like, so awesome. Like, he can kick your ass. Like, he can kick his ass. I hope, like, he has mad amounts of money. Huge dick. Like, like, no, I don't like that. Like, I'm just like, no, that's like too much. And I think it's too obvious. Honestly, like,
you know, I can actually agree with that. You know, because I want to say overall I'm sort of the hype you up kind of guy because it's more fun. Mm-hmm. But I do agree that sometimes I do try and be nice now when it comes to talking about somebody. Like, if I'm talking about you, I'm like, all right, let me be realistic because I don't want her expectation to be Schwarzenegger then, you know, end up with, you know, whatever.
Yeah, right. Anything else. No, and I get that. Like, I don't know. Like, it's cool to hype up your boy at the same time, but I think it's better to show your sense of humor. Again, so kind of like the pickup lines, it's mostly just show your sense of humor. So, I mean, I don't have one off the top of my head that I think I've ever, like, that's been super successful. But I know I've had some where it's like, it'll make them laugh. It can warm up, obviously, right? But when you go up and use, let's just say that mirror one, for instance, that I said earlier, it's not like they're going to be like dropping their panties, like, okay, let's go. Like, that's not going to happen. It's just your pickup line is supposed to show your sense of humor. And if it's dark, don't be surprised if it doesn't work. Like, don't use anything too mainstream anymore. Like, back then, I was like 17, so I was like 2012. Like, that polar bear one, brand new back then. I knew I got him, hook, line, and stinker. But like nowadays, like, everyone's heard it. It's just stupid.
Yep. That's true.
I don't know, Will Smith. You look at Will Smith from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That man had mad pickup lines.
Oh, yeah.
Mad pickup lines right there. I loved it. I was like, hey, girl, I wish you were planting. I don't know. It's like, I wish you, like, there's a bag of seeds for you so I could plant a whole field of y'all. Something like that.
Girl, your feet must be tired because you've been running my mind all day.
I love
Come
that
on,
one.
Girl.
Get your ass over.
You know, it's funny when you brought up Will Smith. I thought to myself, even though he had like the best game ever, he still almost got cucked by Tupac Shakur in the 90s.
We're not getting into this.
I'm just saying, that was, I don't know.
Will Smith, I'm still a fan.
Oh, no, I'm a fan
but,
too.
Okay, you're right. You know, I'm about to break my own rule. I'm going to get involved. That stupid entanglement stuff. If y'all are in an entanglement, you're a cuck.
Yep, you got cucked.
Let me help you right now.
You see, but I think it's only a cuck if you let it continue and you forgive. Not saying you shouldn't forgive, but what I'm saying is if you stay with that person, you're
Whatever.
cooked. Beforehand, if you didn't know about it,
It's cheating then. It's cheating.
It's
not
cheating. Yeah,
entanglement.
yeah. But I'm
It's
saying, but if
cheating.
you continue though, then it's a cuck and a cheat. So that's a double whammy for the people out there. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, entanglement. I never heard that word until Will
That's
Smith.
what they said. It's like, I got into an entanglement. I was like, what? Yeah, you cheated?
Right.
That's what you meant to say.
Fancy words and
Stop
stuff.
covering it up. I have no pity on cheaters, male or female. I ain't sexist on this one. Ain't no way. Nope. Male or female, you get zero pity from me. If I hear you crying, I got a story. I caught a cheater once. I caught cheating.
You caught cheating?
I can actually show messages that verify it. Well, okay, so I'm at the gym back in Modesto.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just so everyone knows, I had a powerlifting coach who's still like a great guy to his day. I love him. But he was not a joke. He was an Army Ranger, a police officer. He was trained in martial arts. He has a room like just decorated with awards. Okay, and he's a big dude. And at like his age group, he still holds like the bench press world record. Now, of course, there's different federations, and I'm not going to get into that. But like he at like 60 years old, no, he's younger than 60. It's like a little younger than 60 years old. Like he's strong. He's not a joke. And like, he played college football, all this stuff. Anyway, one day I'm at the gym, and I had never met his girlfriend. His girlfriend was like late 40s or something. And she was a good-looking woman, and he had showed me pictures of her. And one day I'm at the gym, and I was like, oh, like that's his girlfriend. I could see her lifting. I'm like, oh, cool. Like I was about to go over and introduce myself. And all of a sudden, I see this other dude with her. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Like maybe it's like a brother or something. I don't know. Well, then they start like hugging up on each other. I'm like, oh, wait a second.
Oh, that's a step bro.
Okay. What are you doing, step bro? So I'm like, okay, then this is where like the messages would come into play. I take a picture of her. I know that's weird. I promise I don't take pictures of women at the gym. But like I had to, because I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's her. Like I'm like, for sure that is her. And she's hugging up, and eventually I see her kiss this dude. So I take a picture of her. I'm like, hey, Dennis, is this your girlfriend? Oh, shit, I just kind of said his name. And it doesn't matter. He's awesome. Like, anyone would love him. I'm like, is this your girlfriend? And he's like, oh, yeah, that's her. And I didn't include the picture with the dude in it. I just took a single picture of her. And he's like, yeah, that's her. Like, isn't she awesome? Da, 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 all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, she's cool. But she's here with another dude. Kid you not, you can look at my messages. I'm not going to do that. I shouldn't do that to Dennis, though. But I have the messages for it. And it's then you just kind of see the tone of the conversation change from me and Dennis. I'm like, yeah, dude, there's someone else here. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, I'm positive. And you could tell for a moment there's like a little bit of disbelief. And he's like, I'm coming over. Okay. Funniest thing in the world. Okay. Because this dude that she was with was actually like kind of buff. Like you could tell he went to the gym often. Like he's a gym rat. He's probably on some sort of synthetic. And Dennis comes over, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm trying not to laugh, okay? So Dennis goes up, and he doesn't even, like, acknowledge the front desk at the gym. Like, everyone knows you have to, like, get your key card scanned or whatever at the gym. He's like, nah. It was like, fuck off. Like, it just went over. And they didn't care. They knew him so well, they didn't care.
Yeah.
Because he was, like, a really big name in that area. He still is. And just walked right by him, and he just confronts her. He's like, hey, who's this dude? Just points right at the buff guy right there. And he's like, yeah, who is this dude? And she's like, you can tell she wasn't expecting him to show up. And he's like, who is he? Okay. Then it's funny. Real quick, like trying to flip the script on him. So she's like, oh, it's just like a friend or something, right? And she's like, now she's trying to leave. And like, he's a gentleman still, even when he's angry. So like, of course he doesn't like try to block her or like yell, nothing like that. But he's like, well, who is he? Like, you're just here with some dude. I have pictures of you hugging up on him because I got pictures of that too then. And then like the dude kind of starts following her, but he's not saying anything. And later on, the dude turns around and he like the buff dude or buffer guy. I don't know what you want to call him. He was younger. Anyway, the dude she was cheating with, I'll just say that. Dude she was cheating with turned around and was like, hey man, can you just like leave us alone? And the coach looked at him and was like, I don't know who you are, and I promise if you talk to me again, I'll kill you in front of everybody. I'm dying. I'm like, woo! I'm like, no way, because he's not a joke. Like if he gets this dude used to like my powerlifting coach used to say to get in the zone, he would take bricks and hit him against his head. Like that's what he used to do. So like he's a monster when he wants to be. And when he said that, I was like, and I told the dude too, I was like, listen, you might want to shut up because if he starts fighting you, I don't have to help him. I'm gonna have to help you. So I'm laughing when I shouldn't be. I'm making the situation so much worse. Anyway, just to make a long story short, she ends up getting in the same dude's vehicle, like the dude she's cheating with, hopped in his truck and drove away.
Dang.
And let me just say, zero sympathy with what happened after that. Like her life just kind of spiraled down for a while. But yeah, I've caught a cheater doing that. I don't know how we went from pickup lines to cheating now, but
it's all the same thing.
No, like,
man.
Wow, that's a funny. Oh man, I forgot about that story. About almost witnessed a case.
Accessory to murder. I ain't snitching.
No face, no case. You think I want to get caught up?
Right.
Especially like he's my powerlifting coach. I ain't gonna out him. I need help.
Right.
I don't know. Also, he tripped and fell on his head a lot.
Look at all the witnesses. We all saw it, right? The dude tripped, obviously. Everyone shakes their head in the gym. Yep.
No, so going back, let's bring back this conversation because we got on to cheating, which we could spend a whole nother topic on.
Yeah.
We definitely could. Maybe we will. We'll come back to that another day. But pickup lines. Just, Eric, do you have any like go-to pickup lines before we end this?
You know, it's been so many years since I've had a pickup line. I can't think of any in the moment. None whatsoever. I just remember I used them when I was in my early 20s, being real stupid. And, it worked. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. But I was just like, no.
I got one for you.
Huh.
Go to. Just go up to him like, hey, girl, did you just break wind? Because you blowing me away. Don't be like us. We need help. Don't be like me. I need help.
I need something. Gosh.
No. So, all right. Well, anyway, we're probably going to just keep this one short, but I just felt like we need to talk about that. Like, just some pickup lines. What is your guys' opinion in the comments section or in wherever you guys listen to this? What do you guys think? Like, do you think pickup lines should still be a thing? I truly do.
I do.
You got to use them.
I think Tinder has definitely ruined pickup lines. So I'm saying use it. Even if Tinder, use it.
Dude. Okay. Dating apps. Let's just do that right there. Yeah. As far as pickup lines, we're not going to go too deep into this. I've had a few that I've used in my bio or that I've used in like when you're first starting a conversation. And there's a few ones that are just silly. Like I'll text someone and be like, so okay. I'll send them like, before this goes any further, I need to know, which do you think is better? Peanut butter M&Ms or Reese's Pieces? If they say Reese's Pieces, we're done. No sane human being picks Reese's Pieces over peanut butter M&Ms. Are you kidding me? Is there a faster way to find a communist? I think not. No. And so there's that. I've also hit him up because we live in Provo, Utah, where there's 2 colleges close by. And I'll say, I'm looking for someone who's BYU in the streets and UVU in the sheets. And I hope for everyone watching, you know the reference.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like only the Mormons will get that.
Only the Mormons will get it. That's true. BYU is predominantly Mormon. It's a Mormon college where UVU is where all the bad people go. All the people who couldn't get in or they didn't want to follow the rules. But yeah, so there's that. And I think that's it. That's like stuff I do, just simple. But man, you got to love it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, well guys, thanks again for coming into the swamp, and do us a favor, put your favorite pickup lines down in the comment section below. Let us know if you think pickup lines should still be a thing. I personally do. I'm gonna use them, especially if it's someone I don't know. I'm like, I'm never gonna see him again. Go for it, but don't be a creep because you get pepper sprayed. You earned it. Anyway, thanks again, guys. We'll talk to you next week. But until then, stay the hell out of our swamp.